All right, everybody, this is Nasser Drives, and this here is a 2007 Z4 M Roadster. So this car has been owned by the current owner for, I'd say, about 4 years now, and this owner has done really not too much work to it, which is kind of nice. He's really done tires to it at about $1,200 and a couple oil changes. That's really it, and some brake fluid. That's all he's put into this car through the time he's owned it, and estimated about $3,500, which is pretty sweet through that ownership cycle. Not too many miles, kind of a weekend driver. It is in great condition. So today we're gonna kind of drive it, do a little walk around of it, and tell you guys how Nasser drives and what we think about it. All right, so here we are inside of the Z4 M convertible, and we're gonna start driving it. So I can tell you here, off the brake, it has a very light clutch. The clutch feels good, light, everyday drivable. You sit very low in this car, so you're kind of, the sides are up, like almost like a Dodge Charger, a German Dodge Charger. It feels like in here. It does feel like a touring car. I've driven the other, the predecessor to this, which is the Z3, and that thing felt very small. When you looked over your shoulders in that car, there was just no body. It was just air and ground. So this is different. It's a little bigger. The clutch engagement is so butter. The shifting is so BMW. Oh, the best in the business. It always feels like that. The motor feels like it's alive, even in the low end. So I've also driven this model with a smaller engine, with a 3-liter, and even with the 3-liter, I thought was a healthy motor for this car. This, we'll see how this drives, but I can already tell you in the low end, I think it's power and drivability that you know, the combination that makes these cars what they are. So let's go here on the main road. Yeah, it's good. Here we are in third at 3,000, and we'll give it a little bit of a send here. Ooh, yeah, it's good. The exhaust starts to howl, and that was starting very low, not even in its power band. The braking is really good. The braking is good. It feels linear. The on-center feel of the steering wheel is great. Everything feels tight in here. And I love the classic dash. It doesn't have a screen to date it. I really like that. The Alpina, BMW does this very good. Very, very good. The older Alpina did this, and I think a screen could easily date this car to what it is, but this keeps it a little bit modern and a little hip. I like it. It's classic. It feels good here. It idles very good. It's very quiet at idle. This version's very good. With the mileage it has, you can tell it's been kept well. The steering wheel feels great. The M stitching in the wheel is very unique, very cool to this car. Very awesome. This little, you can tell by the bulkiness of this wheel, it's awesome. It has the thumbprints. My hand can it doesn't even touch on one part of it. It's such a thick, beefy wheel, which I love that. I do love that. But it's small. It's small and beefy. It's perfect. It is good. It feels vastly different than the Z3. This was like, it felt like they just erased everything and started from new with this car, which is pretty cool. I did love that car also, but this is very different. This is a touring car, you can tell. It's longer, it has a longer bonnet, and you can really tell. That thing goes, and it's good. It probably has a different feel. It probably has a great highway feel. Feels really good. We'll get off this exit here and hit the highway. Ooh, it feels really good. That M3 motor, in a little car like this, wow, it does feel good. But look, it does feel toury. It feels not that sporty. It feels very, very comfortable. Wow, it rides bumps very well. It is a perfect everyday car. Convertible, everyday driver. It's so cool the way the gauge is here. You can see it. It's not allowed. It's telling me to not rev past 7. It's not warmed up all the way. It's so cool. And as I was shifting, I don't know if this has it, or I don't know what that was, but out the corner of my eye, I could see almost like a shift light blinking. What a cool car. And what a good feeling. The top off feeling in it. The top off and comfort, and it's the right size. It's not an M3 convertible. It's a little smaller and a little more unique. I really like it. The shifter's awesome with the M logo in the middle. The throw is great. The throw is really good. Yeah, it's awesome. So we're about to go on the highway here. We'll do a quick little lap around here and see how she drives on the highway, which is where I think this thing shows off. It's a great mix. Oh, the clutch contact point is very low, very low. I mean, you come off the clutch a little bit, and it engages, which I think is good, and I think is bad in some ways. The clutch hits not that hard. It hits more like a luxury car than some aggressive, like it wants to peel wheels and send this thing sideways. It's not like that. It's more subdued than that, and it is good. It's a great everyday car. It feels like it wants to wind out in any gear. In third at 3,000 on the highways, yeah. Ooh, its third is really good. I'd say its third is the pulling gear in this thing. Its third, as with most 6s, that third, second to third, third to fourth is awesome. Ooh, you hear a little bit of like some valves shutting back there. Ooh, it rides RPMs very well. It doesn't even, it does what you need in a very low end, in a mid-range, which doesn't mean you're not stressing the car or yourself too much. Awesome. It is very good on the highway. Oh yeah, it's very well balanced. It gives you power whenever you need it. Yeah, you could ride gears long, very long in this car. The brakes feel like you're hitting a wall. I really like the braking on it. For as luxury as it feels, the braking tells you it's a sports car, there's no doubt about it. There's some turns coming up on this exit. I think its turning is probably pretty good too. But yeah, it feels, yeah, I like it. This is the gentleman's sports car for sure. And it shows. I do like that. And it's rare, right? It's more rare than a Boxer. It's rare. I think it's more rare than the competitors in its class, and it's priced right. I think that bodes well for this car. Ooh, the gurgles. It's good. Oh, it is really tight. If someone was to say describe this car, it feels like a tight leather glove is how I describe it. How I like to describe my German cars, right? That's how German cars should be. It should feel like a tight leather glove. Ooh, it downshifts really good. Oh, it wants to, The engine is awesome. Is that famed BMW 6. Oh yeah, loading into the corners is good. Wow. It surprisingly, for as long as the hood is, it doesn't feel like it's counter-rotating against it, or it's so long that you're counter-rotating against it or something. It feels almost like it's not even there. Ooh, and the acceleration, oh, it's good. It is really good. Ooh, it's so good. It's very athletic. Oh, this is an awesome car. I like its personalities and its ability to switch between those personalities very quickly. It's not one stupid, simple Porsche Boxer, angry, light thing. It does do. It's very cool. I could see this could be a great car to take on a date night, a great car to speed in. It does a lot of things. It checks a lot of boxes. I can see why this is. Maybe in my younger years I wouldn't understand this chassis, but I do now. And it is very cool. It is very cool.